Hello there. So this is an exciting video for me. So episode 1 was quite a lot of fun to make and most of the reception was positive. Few people told me they were really looking forward to the next episode, and so if you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, this is episode 2 of my new series, The Gems of Pixar, where I cover all of the Pixar films in existence. If you haven't watched the first episode, you'll see it pop up right here on the top. And so, onward. Okay, so I just finished watching Onward and now let's talk about it. Roll intro. So, how was Onward? Fantastic, I'll tell you that. So, now is it great? Well, to me, it's very close to great. I mean, it's really good though. Is it Pixar's best? Of course not. But I'm glad to see a Pixar original which is incredibly heartfelt. I expected things will go a certain way, but boy oh boy, did it subvert my expectations in a mind-blowing way. Okay, so let's start the review properly this time. We are shown a world filled with magic and sorcery, but the world after several years had moved on from this. We are then introduced to our main characters Barley, played by Chris Pratt, and Ian, played by Tom Holland. Barley is the energetic elder brother who is a fan of the mythological creatures and magic, and Ian is the younger, more shy brother who is unconfident and timid. Both of them live with their mother, and their father had passed away when Barley was a kid and before Ian was born. And so on Ian's 16th birthday, his mother gives Ian and Barley a gift from their father, which was for them to receive before he unfortunately passed away. Turns out that it's a magic staff and that they can bring their father back to life before sunset. Pretty cool. As Ian helps bring back his father with a spell given to them, as he uses a phoenix gem to help him do so. But Ian couldn't hold the full force of the staff, and so the phoenix gem breaks, leaving their father's bottom half to come back into the real world. The two brothers must now go on an adventure to find another phoenix gem, to finally reunite with their father with whatever little time they had with him. This is the basic plot of the film and it's fantastic. They go through several obstacles. I love that our characters learn more about each other as people and what they think of each other. In one scene where they nearly get caught by the cops, Ian uses a spell to turn Barley and himself into their stepfather. Barley, being the know-it-all of magic, informs Ian that every time Ian lies, his magic slowly starts to wear off. This is genius because as one police officer asks if he thinks that Barley is a screw-up, as they did not know that the stepfather was the two brothers, Ian responds with a no to the cop's question. Ian's leg shows up as the magic starts to wear off. This was magical, as it had visually shown us that Ian had lied. This did two things which bettered the story. First, Ian thinks that his brother is a screw-up, which provides us a deeper look into the characters. 2. Shows us visually instead of just dialogue. As I've said before, actions speak louder than words. Characters. The characters were great. I love the camaraderie between the brothers. Tom Holland and Chris Pratt killed it as Ian and Barley. Now, I don't love the idea of Hollywood casting super famous actors instead of genuinely talented voice actors. But man, did Spider-Man and Star-Lord really impress me. Now, as our characters grow and learn, we grow and learn, which makes us feel like we have watched a good movie. Well, most times. This film made me empathize with the relationship of the brothers, which is a feat, because if you aren't engaged with the characters, well, you're screwed. I liked everything in this film comes back full circle. Things that are set up, little things that we wouldn't have thought much about, are paid off beautifully. Now, the animation is fantastic. I mean, it's Pixar, so, the animation was so phenomenal that it literally made me say, holy crap, that looks great. Plus, the animation helps the film look beautiful. This film looks gorgeous, I tell you. Now, what did not work for me? Well, the world building wasn't well done here. Whenever you write a fantasy story, you have to create your own world where we see how everything works, how society functions, stuff like that. But everything here is just like in our world. It doesn't feel very creative in terms of world building. Some good examples of world building are Zootopia or Star Wars. But yeah, I mean, to get a better grip on world building for Onward, I think you should watch a video by Browntable on how Onward fails its world. I'll link it in the description below. Please check it out. Now the ending. Wow, the climax definitely caught me off guard here. The climax was my favorite part of the film. So, after the brothers go through Indiana Jones like obstacles, they come back to the city. Ian becomes incredibly upset as he gives up and decides to spend whatever time he has with his topless father, whereas Barley keeps on looking for the Phoenix Gem. Ian had a list of things he wanted to do with his dad, but then realizes that he did all those things. But with Barley, he didn't have his father, but he had his brother. That scene was one of the most beautiful scenes in the history of Pixar films ever. It was truly heartfelt. Then Barley actually finds the Phoenix Gem. Okay, so I thought that their father will meet with his family and then bid his final goodbye and leave. That would have been pretty emotional, I believe, but our characters wouldn't change, wouldn't they? And so Pixar subverts my expectations about the ending again. I mean, the director of Monsters University also directed this film, so yeah. But as a dragon, yes, a dragon, prepares to attack the brothers while their father was finally coming back, Ian tells Barley that he was the parental and elderly figure who pushed him and helped him become better, and that he deserves to talk to dad, as Barley had earlier told Ian that he never got to tell his dad goodbye, as he was scared and that he regretted that memory, which is why he is now fearless. Ian sacrifices meeting his father for Barley. He grows as a character. This is a good example of wants and needs. Ian's want is to meet and understand his father, but what he needs is to let Barley meet their father, as he had already gotten what he needed from Barley, and that Barley deserves to talk. I love that when Ian is stuck in the rubble, we see his father meeting Barley from his perspective and point of view. That scene was so beautiful. I nearly teared up. It was so good. So yeah, this film is certainly flawed, not a classic, but an incredibly heartfelt film. Thank you so much for watching. And I would like to thank my friend Willified, or you could check out his Instagram at Willified Hip Hop, for providing me the awesome music in these videos. And like, share, subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you later.